Yeah, I had to sound off on purpose there for a second, but hey, everybody. Yeah, there's links in Discord if anybody wants to email me at advocateforliberty@gmail.com. I'll get you in here. This is a hangout one because Duchess suggested it last week to me, and I thought it was a really good idea. Hang out with my family for my birthday. Can't exactly do a real life hangout with family that much, so it's actually better than it gets because I get family from all over the world here.
Word.
That sounded terrible, but yeah, so it's been a good birthday so far. Lee, how have you been doing this year? How's this year been treating you?
2020 year or 2021 year? How do you want to compose this year?
And I can do you guys one even better. I'll be nice. The link to this to get me in here is right there in chat, so that'll make it even easier for you guys. If you need a password, the password's all lowercase birthday. You shouldn't need it, but if you do, that's what the password is. And there's Duchess right there. Yeah, it is good to see everybody, and I love you guys. Duchess, I am still loving these damn coils, man. It was like the best pre-birthday, non-birthday gift I've ever gotten. I've been like insanely loving them. He can't hear us. No.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, and I got my birthday slash Christmas gift for my daughter finally. You know, the one that I've been waiting for since Christmas. It finally showed up. So I have an opening of it. I mean, I got a birthday bag to open on screen. It's for the stream. So yeah, I know it, she got me something for the stream. So that tells you how much. What do you want for your birthday? I want something to help my stream so people can get better content. Oh, okay. that's how our conversation went. But I did wind up getting myself a new toy though. A couple of them. The others aren't here yet, but this Purge X, freaking love it, man. The airflow is like the Elite V2 is the way it feels, but the deck is really open and flat, so there's lots of room. And they put the Duchess coils in there that day, and I've been in love ever since. So, yeah, those .09s are banging, bro.
Yeah, dude, then 20.
They really are.
Can I say what kind of killers they are?
They're Oh, you're breaking up just a little bit, Duchess. They're the 28s. 26. Sorry, 28s are the ones I have in the paranormal, actually, with the in the ardent. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I call them. There's a certain coil builder killers, and he gets mad whenever I call him that.
Well, I'll be fair. They are some of
Yeah.
they are some of the best coils I've tried. I mean, these are wraps have always been.
Look, they're not that good.
They are though. They really are.
They're
I
not
hate
that
that, and you don't understand how much I hate admitting that to you, but they are. So, yeah.
Dude, I got Duchess. Duchess is in this hexome in RDA for Vakeman, and I have Breeze Tones in this one.
I have not tried his.
Well, these Adam doesn't make these are special sauce coils.
Yeah, those are secret menu ones.
Secret menu ones that Adam made for me, and they're basically they both hit the same. They both perform the same. You know, I just know because they're like I know Adam is in this one, and I know Duchess is in this one, so it's like, and I use both of these mods. These are my like two use constantly, kind of thing. So, and they bang. They're great. They're 28 gauge.
They're a triple 30. They're a triple 28 gauge 6 wrap, 3 millimeter.
And they come out to 0.2, and it works awesome on a hexome.
Yeah, I do have one of the Titans coming, so I'm going to try that bridged, and I'm going to use his your higher ohm coils, the higher ohm ones. I'm going to bridge those so I can make it very close to my
Oh,
0.3.
that would be the same ones that he has in there.
Oh, okay. So it'll be like a bridged version of it, so I can get near my 0.3 that I love, and I have a feeling that's going to be it'll look funny, but I'm going to put it on the. It's going to look weird because I always call this my douche stick. It's going to be worse with a Titan on top. That's going to be it's going to look messy, but because I'm not going the whole 18 milli mode. No. We got to go big and douchey. We're going to full 28. So dump in a whole bottle of juice, squirt, done. I'm all set for 15 minutes till I need more.
Is it that Titan you're getting? Is it a Series Titan?
It has a series block that goes in it. You watch Bogan's
okay.
review; he does a really good breakdown of it. But it has a block that goes in the middle, so you can bridge the regular coils into a series mode. So you can anything like a 1.15, you can make it into a point 0.3. And his Duchesses are 0.16, and that's perfect. It'll be just above a 0.13. So I'm thinking that'll be banging.
Banging.
So, yep. Because the .09s are, I like those nice hot vapes, nice warm vapes. They're my favorite.
Plain old none your business.
Yeah, I've had a few of those. But that said, Disco, you can hop in here too. I know. I mean, talk about energy, man. She will make us all look shame if she did show up. That girl's got some energy. That said, it is my birthday today, and I've just been excited all week. I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't really felt it, and then even though it wasn't for my birthday, when Duchess's package came in, because apparently this is the weirdness that Lady Liberty has been having for like a month with me, is I didn't understand why she kept on bugging about the mail. That was the thing I didn't know, but it's when that came in, it was like that started off my week. It just set my tone for the week. It's just been a great week. My daughter took me to Applebee's today. It's freaking awesome.
It's damn near every night when we get out of Discord. It's like, hey, Duchess, did you check the mail today? Did you check the mail?
Oh, you want to know if I checked the mail today?
Dude, I saw what you checked in the mail
Of course,
today.
I checked the mail today,
Look
bro.
at that.
Frick, you got one of those. You got one of the Mandos. Nice. Ashton Palmer coated?
Yeah. Technically, it's a Django.
Angle, bro.
That is freaking awesome. Yeah, I like the way that they did that at the end of that last year. I mean, it wasn't just him, but his armor had like a fresh coat of paint to it at the end of the season. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Thank you for everybody who's sent me a happy birthday on the medias. I'm still used to this. Last year I got quite a few, and this year has been even more response. It's just weird.
Yeah, dude. Happy birthday, Tim.
Well, how old are you, Tim?
21, same as you.
38.
21. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I forgot long ago. It's 21 works. My daughter is going to be 21 this year, so it's going to be really weird to have her be the same age as me. We talked about that today at lunch. So
it's gonna be my 24th anniversary of my 21st birthday.
Oh, so you and I are the same 21, because I just had my 24th anniversary, my 21st birthday. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. And thank you, Lady Liberty, for being the one to point that out. The only reason I know.
Oh, my wife's 4 years younger than me, and she points it out to me all the time. She's like, "You're still older than me. You're still older than me." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're 40 now. It doesn't matter. You're older." I got the gray hair, all the gray hairs to prove it.
So I'll pull these out. I made myself some birthday gifts too. I got my blueberry lemon I made myself, and then I got this fresh cream blueberry I made. Oh my god, they're really good actually. They're delicious. Yeah, so I made myself a couple of things, and then there's these weird things that showed up in the mail that I happen to love. Have you seen these or heard of these guys? Have you heard of this guy? Heard of this crazy guy?
Since you're gonna keep talking about it, all right?
Yeah,
because
I love them.
Plug away, Duchess.
Look, I'll just give you a shameless plug. If you're not following me on IG, you might want to, because there's some news coming up soon. So just go ahead and type in @Duchess DUCHESS_coils and go give me a follow on IG, and you might find out what's coming soon.
And there's Kira. How you doing, Kira? Yeah, it's
Kira's here. Kira, I missed your face. I love you.
You guys are awesome. No, it's been a really, really good year. I hope that we made an impact, at least with some people, for helping them through rough times in this past year, because it's been a scary year. I mean, you just hear people talking. Like, if you get a chance to talk, like when I went to my doctor's appointment, not this one I just had, but the previous one, while I was waiting in the waiting room, you could just hear people talking. And I calmed down this old couple because the guy was terrified to go back there and get his blood drawn at the thing. By the time we were done talking, he was calmer. And it's like, if you can just reach one person, calm them down, take them out of that mindset, do it, please. It makes a huge difference. And I know that the vape community, let's just be honest, that's what it is. Majority of the vape community helps each other, is there for each other, check in on each other better than any community I've ever seen in my life. So let's bridge out of that too as well.
We were talking about it the other day at work, and it was like, what's one of the things that I really miss is facial expressions. So like just when you're passing somebody in the hallway, you can see them smile or see them frowning or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like everybody's wearing a mask. Yeah, it's kind of a hard.
I know I did one earlier for my daughter, and she goes, "You've been practicing?" I said, "Yes, because of YouTube and stuff. Yeah, that's why I've been practicing. But now I can't do it today because my hand is. Oh, that almost was
Right.
it. Now I can't do it. Forget it.
Kind of, sort of.
Hey, there's a heart behind me. That works. I did it. See, good enough.
But yeah, man,
Yeah.
facial expressions are something that we're missing, right now because everybody's wearing a mask and you just see this. And you can see eyebrows moving or whatever, but you really can't see their mouth and a smile or whatever, and it's like, it'll be great when the mask can come off and, it's either over or to where, everybody's vaccinated or what have you. And we can walk around with masks again and we can.
You mean like this?
Yeah, we can see a smile on people's faces or a frown or whatever, and you can
Yeah, dude.
get that like, oh, hey, you're down. Let me help you get up.
Yes.
kind of.
Yes,
Or
definitely.
you're happy, I'm down. Maybe your smile can infect me with a smile, and it can infect everybody else.
On the good note, though, you can start to notice tones. You can hear tones more because you're starting to realize you can't just focus on facial expressions to determine how someone is, which is good because then if you're on the phone with somebody, you can kind of get the sense, is everything okay? And you tend to be more sensitive to it, take away sense. But yeah, it's definitely weird because you used to be able to just see someone and if they're having a bad day, you could kind of know and just say, everything okay? If they're in panic look, your eyes give it away a little, but the facial expressions, walking by someone and you can tell they're really out of sorts, something's wrong.
Yep.
You don't get that, and it's unfortunate. So you can't check on just random people as well. Plus, even walking up to them could cause a panic attack nowadays. So that's that too. Thank you guys from across the pond there to Matt and Kira for being here as well. Cherokee Vapors in the house. Billy. I don't want to butcher your last name, but I think it's Encillo.
And so,
Yeah.
Cherokee Vapor says, plus subconsciously everyone lives having noticed your hard of hearing. Oh, yeah. That's what I was. It's like me, a lot of times when I'm at work, I'm coming out of a mechanical room with a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And then I walk out of there and then somebody says something to me and I can't hear them. I'm like, wait, what? Or I have a hard time, like when I'm around a lot of people or a lot of background noise talking and I can't hear it and I have to, what's that? And then you see people kind of back up at times, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing, I can't hear what you're saying,
So I gotta
like,
say, my daughter knows me well. Okay, she packed. Well, obviously, you get a big bag. You got to pack it full of like paper, tissue paper, like stuff. But she did all black. She knows me. Everything I have is black or black.
Oh, so
version.
we're opening gifts now? Is it that
I'm gonna
time?
open this one. I'm gonna open. This is my Christmas gift that I just finally got today.
Nice.
Because everybody in her mother's house came down with COVID, so when that happened, she couldn't. And I'm gonna have to. They see my. Oh, there's a candle back there. That's kind of warm. But look, bright orange, cut away from you. Yeah, not at you,
Toward
Grim.
your buddy. Toward your buddy, not your
not
body.
toward Grim, not toward Nick Green. No, yeah. But this is for the stream, so I just want. That's one of the reasons why I want to open it on the stream because I already know what it is. She finally told me, so I wouldn't buy one because I had threatened to. But we finally got a green screen, guys.
Nice.
There's finally a real, true green screen coming. So that'll be something new. I already got the bracket, had it ready for 6 months almost, but yeah. But that's coming, and then like I said, Duchess's coils, man. I mean, I know it wasn't intentional for my birthday, but the timing. Just perfect.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know it was your birthday. I sent them off, and then like I text Cassie and was just like, "Hey, they're gonna be here on this day," and she's like, "Well, that's perfect timing because his birthday is next week." And I was like,
Yep.
"Oh, well, perfect timing, I guess."
Yeah. It's been the family, man. It's all been about the family. It's kept my year going. I mean, I've seen sometimes when you've been on the lives too, Lee, and you too, Duchess. Like, and by the way, kind of want to like tilt a hat. I mean, the Olmies not being regular every week. I mean, it's kind of sad. I mean, I get it. They had a good run. They have their separate things. They had a lot going on, but just wanted to say that's a part of the family that we won't. It's kind of throw my week off a little bit this past week, so it was part of my weekly routine.
Yeah,
We
dude.
lost. That's what she said last year. I mean, in the past year as well. So these are things, we got to fill these voids and do that with being around everyone else. Disco Potatoes actually filled one of the voids too, a different time spot, but they got the 510.
Yeah.
You got a couple of different shows showing up.
What
Lethal-
dude, like
Lethal's.
go ahead.
Have you listened to the podcast with Lethal and
I had
And
man,
Matt Sinister.
Matt Sinister? Yeah,
I started listening to him, and then I just got behind.
yeah,
Work's starting to pick up finally, so it's like when I get time, and me, it's been a lot of like, I don't know, COVID sucks, but like a positive of COVID is it made me like I've been in the stew crew since 2000. It was pretty much like it started in March and I joined in July, kind of thing. And I've just been kind of in the shadows, lurking. Every once in a while, I'll post something, kind of thing. But then COVID was like, hey, you know what? Those guys do like a hangout video, and I felt kind of isolated. It was just me and the kids and the wife. And it's like I needed that breakout. And, I'm thankful, dude, because it's like all you guys are brothers now, brothers and sisters, we just hang out and we shoot shit. And, oh, can we, is that okay?
no, that's fine. No, there's nothing
Okay.
wrong with that.
All right.
It's an
I didn't know.
adult show.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure. And shoot the shit and what have you, and I've grown some great friendships. I mean, I hang out with Duchess damn near every day, on Discord. In one of the Discords, it could be in Grimm's, it could be in, the Stew, it could be in Lethals, and just, hanging out with you guys. And it's like, it's giving me that like, oh, okay, I have my friend, I have people that I can talk to that's other than my wife, because after a while you just get to that. I can't talk to her about everything, and she can't talk to me about everything. And she has her girlfriends that she chats with all the time. And, I'm like, I got my homies or my omies,
Yep.
that I, chat with. And it's a big thanks. It's big love. It's, I went through like I was a Katrina evacuee, and
That's right. Forgot about that actually.
and Katrina was like, it sucked, but it gave me an opportunity. I got out of New Orleans and like my life, like everything came around, it made a 180 and it was like, boom, and I met my wife and, new career and all this stuff. And it was like, things looked up, and it's like, you can take that negative that sucks and you got to find those positives. And when you find those positives, you run with them, and COVID sucked, but it brought me closer to people across the world that I would have never met in my life.
Yep, that's
So.
the big thing is you're not now your family and friends list isn't just people that are local.
Yeah.
Like I find myself on a daily basis, talking to these several of the people here, the Misfits and everybody and others in the UK. Big G, shout out to him as well. And then I wind up talking to Australians. You wind up talking to Breeze Tones. You wind up talking to Legion and and Squidly. And it's like it feels like you're just talking to somebody, like going down to the vape shop talking to someone. Feels
Well,
the
like
same.
we're sitting here in the living room,
Yep.
shooting shit, rocking some vapes and setups, and I had a bad day yesterday. The dog peed on the carpet and I had to clean it up, kind of thing,
Yep.
And you're talking about life. Just like if we were sitting here, we sit here in a Zoom call or in Discord, and have that conversation with everybody, and we pick each other up when we're down, and we support each other when we're doing a thing, like, hey, I think I'm going to start doing this, like Corey's beer reviews, hey, I think I'm going to start beer reviewing. And I try to make sure I'm there every day for the live and put in a chug,
I noticed how many chug chugs in here. I haven't caught everyone. And people like tonight, we have Tess in here, which is Disco's Potatoes partner. You know that.
Oh yeah,
But bringing families together. You know, even when they get one in a live show, and then you see like the other half of the family, a part of the family in here, it
yeah,
gives you even a warmer feeling. It brings the warmth to the show, and that's special. That really is
yeah.
special. And you know, you get people with the big beards going on here. Not mine, even. You got the fuller beard right there on the other half here, Duchess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine don't grow, so I'm sorry.
Mine doesn't really either, but if you let it go long enough, it looks like it does, kind of.
Right?
I blame the Indian blood. That's what they always say. So it's in me. I got 3/8 Indian, so it makes sense.
Right.
But the family, I might have to go a little early in case anybody else wanted to stop by, so you guys can see each other, talk, and we can hang out. I did already plan on thanking Duchess today. That was part of the plan this whole week. Also, another thing that Duchess created this week, just so you guys know, we're gonna have a game dance Saturday. Gonna get on and do some Jackbox TV.
Yeah, I
and
miss
such.
Jackbox so much, bro.
You mentioned it last week, and it's like I didn't want to start it late, but this weekend, this is my birthday week. I figured why not end the whole week because John's busy dealing with something on Light Bearer, and I said, you know what, let's do a gaming session this weekend. That'd be a great way to round off my birthday week and get back to the more serious stuff next week. Obviously, I have this coming up on April 3rd. We got the Autism Awareness, the Texas Mama, that show, the Charity Live is going to happen, and the Vaping Misfits have their May 1st show for mental health awareness. So those are coming up. So why not take a little bit of time, break away from it before it gets too serious, and have a little fun. And plus, you know, it was a request by Duchess last week. He said he wanted to play some games. So sounds fun. It has been a little while. I haven't seen too many people gaming. I think Daily Vape TV did do a gaming night the other day, or was he just streaming? Was it just a streaming night this week?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to anything.
No,
like that.
they did a game. They did a game night
Did they?
the other night. Yeah, I don't remember when. I remember seeing it, seeing it in Discord, but
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We should do a vape buffet though.
And you know, and
We can.
You know, shameless plug here for Will Steel Valley Vapor.
Oh, yep.
There's still one Boba Fett left, I think. I know he was talking about it the other night. There's still one Boba Fett left.
He mentioned it last night. There's one more Boba Fett. I don't know if it's sold yet today or not, but if you're looking for a boba, go over to stillvalleyvapors.com, enter your birthday, and then just go to Mex, go to RCMs, and you can pick that boba up. So, yeah, trust me, Ashton Palmer does some fantastic work.
Yeah, if the vape budget wouldn't be suspended right now, it would be in my arsenal.
Yeah, I know that feeling. And if you're wondering why I keep on poking at myself, this bunny fur floating someplace in front of my eyes. I can't quite get it. The bunny was very snuggly today when I got back. She's not used to me being gone without Lady Liberty, and I went out today for lunch with my daughter and came back. So when I got home, it's right there. Can't get it. Okay.
Or it could be like me, dude. I get these like gangly eyebrow hairs that like to curl down, and they'll be like hanging.
It'll be the random hair. You check your hair eyebrows every day. No long hair. All of a sudden, there's this one hair that's growing like an inch longer than all the rest. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out. Did it like just decide, oh, today I'm taking steroids? Just one hair is taking steroids.
Old people problems.
Season 21 problems, yes. Don't even think about it. Uh-oh, what happened?
Right? No, she's talking about you better not get on that website and buy that mod. I think that's what she's saying.
Oh, I've already thought about it. The problem is I already stretched my bait budget a little bit this month already. You know,
right.
I bought a bunch of DIY stuff lately just in case. I thought it was a smart idea. You know, I don't know what's exactly going to make, how difficult it's going to be. I do have the local vape shop, but what happens if they have problems getting stuff in? I want to be able to do something.
Yeah, dude. I just saw on Logan's Discord, he posted a thing from DHL saying DHL is not sending anything, no vape-related stuff to the States.
They actually posted that like well over a month and a half ago that they weren't going to. Nobody took it seriously. Everybody thought that they were just, saying it to get on board.
Yeah.
I've known for like 4 months, ever since the first bill came up. FedEx and UPS had said right off the bat, they'd sent out memos. Talked to the guys that deliver to the shop, and they said only business to business, and that's even questionable. And
Right.
back then, so unfortunately, don't know what's going to happen. Getting mail to your door, but there's also Chinese companies that aren't going to label it. They're going to send it direct to your door anyways. And are they really going to catch everything? Let's be honest, not really. But we went from that gray area to now with the mail, black and white.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we truly are being outlaws if we're ordering offline.
Well, you know,
Indonesia.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, what if they had like all the vape shops got in this like chain of distributorship kind of thing? So like they all knew each other's inventories. They also had an avenue, like no more MOQs. Like if you need one RDA for your customer, like say they're buying from the wholesale, like Giant Vapes or something like that. They're buying from that wholesaler, and then like there's no more MOQ. You need one Nightmare 25 for a customer. You hit us up, they send it to that business, and then you get that thing. Or you can order it from Giant Vapes. You put in the vape shop that it needs to go to, and then you can pick it up from there.
There
That
is
way,
there is another alternative route that technically is legal. I don't want to advocate it too much, but there's always the fact that how many employees does the shop have? Each employee can send out up 10 small packages each per month legally from an
yeah,
address. They could use their personal address and the vape address as two separate addresses. That becomes 20. In my case, I literally have 21 apartments on the property. Isn't that? And there's two of us. That's 420 packages, which is an ironic number, we have to admit,
right,
but
right,
still, yeah. But if I did have that, and there's also, if they have people that are willing to use their addresses, they could always do it that way. There are ways around it technically and sort of kind of legally because it's not really against the law. They never said you couldn't do it.
right.
Uh,
They never said anything about person to person. They just
that's
said business to customer.
right. And that's the way it stands right now. They haven't closed that loophole yet. And if that loophole stays there, there is that option. I mean, I hate to say it, but hasn't the vape industry always been in that gray area where they deal with these loopholes ever
Right,
since the very beginning? So, I mean, we're going to take advantage of that. You know what's going to happen.
right.
Just, so,
Well, I can open up a wholesale account. Shit, I should have muted my phone.
that sounds like wind
Uh,
chimes.
it's my Ring doorbell, I think, or a driveway, one of those. Anyway,
Oh,
but you can open up a wholesale account with somebody and get stuff wholesale, and you're buying it as a company and then basically selling it as lead. It doesn't have to be, you know, so and so vapes or whatever. There's so many. Logan says it all the time. Do you know how much cocaine goes through USPS every day? You know, and
Jake
he's so right.
Jake has a point there, though. The more expensive per hand it goes through, and it's not just that, but like I just sent out some packages recently, and if you don't have an account like a business account with the post office, it is expensive to send out those 10 packages as compared to what the business can send out.
But still,
But
I would
it'll be
I would pay a
available.
little bit more I would pay a little bit more shipping if I could still get my stuff.
Yep.
Grant,
That's
I
just it.
don't buy a whole lot online. Most of my stuff I buy from shops, and I like supporting the brick and mortars because they need the help. They're the people they're the front line. They're the one that started this is the brick and mortars. And I've seen so many times, somebody walks in that brick and mortar and goes, "Oh, well, I can buy that online for $10, $15, $20 cheaper." And it's like, yeah, but are you going to get the customer service? Are you going to get that help? Like your coil's out and you don't know what to do, or your mod doesn't fire, what to do? It won't charge. Something won't work right. You go email 3F Vape or whoever and say, "Hey, I'm having a problem with my thing," and they're going to go, "Well, call the company.
Yeah, they will too.
Not my monkey, not my circus," kind of thing.
Yep. That is the unfortunate truth about that. And if you get a bad mod or bad addy or something like that, or something's missing, I can't remember which one for sure. I think it might have been Vape Source, but I ordered the data list through them, and it
Yeah.
was missing some screws. I was able to pick them up at the hardware store, no big deal. but
Right.
they didn't want to do anything to help me with it. It's like you were literally missing like a whole packet of screws,
Right.
the bolt nuts for it, or screws or something, whatever was missing, and it's like it wasn't in it. It's like, oh, so I had to go down and bring it with me to make sure I get the right ones and put it all together. But it was just an inconvenience. And you would think if that was like my store, they would have done something for me, made sure I got
Right.
the right packet, but they didn't.
Right. Right.
But I mean, that's the nice thing about it. Yeah, store credit for a dead and most they will do stuff, but like I had one when I was worried this week. I think I mentioned this to you, Duchess, about the fact that our mail carrier, a regular one, wasn't here, and they were delivering mail to the wrong addresses. The replacement one was. I wasn't sure if it was a permanent thing or temporary. It's just temporary, thankfully, because it got back to me. But the last time that happened, they delivered my packages to my house down the street that I used to live at instead of this one. And out of the 3 packages, the most expensive one wasn't delivered here. It was delivered there, and they denied it. And it was vape liquid, but it was a big package of it, and I never got that back, and they wouldn't refund me my money. So, or give me more vape liquid because it said delivered. You know, it wasn't my fault. It was delivered to the wrong house. It was clearly the right address, but they just, the replacement person didn't pay attention to the paperwork.
Well, I'm reading in the chat. I think that says Earn said 3A Vape gave me a store credit for a dead Osmos Lestro.
Oh, that's Fuckless Record, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly who that was.
Yeah, he changed his name.
Yeah, you can tell by
Fuckless Record.
the Dixie Cup logo.
Oh, okay, okay. So, but like in that instant, it was dead. And if you decide, you know what, I got a bad one, I don't want another one. And then what if they don't have 3A Vape doesn't have another thing that you really want? Now you have a store credit of something like it's just sitting there. It's not your money back, it's not another mod, that you have kind of thing. It's just sitting there. Like if you bought it at the vape shop and it's like, hey, it's dead, they say, oh, hold on 1 second. They either A, refund your money, or B, here's another one and we'll take care of it, especially if it's in a day,
I can even give you an example where, a company won't necessarily back their product as good as they should, but yet the shop would. 528, when I got my Goon 25, it had the one with the Ultim insert underneath into the cap. That cap cracked at the shop. I'd only ever used it at the shop. They watched me never drop it, and it literally just the O-ring, and other people have brought it in within a few weeks. The O-ring cut the Delrin. If you run a hot setup, it melts that Delrin and it breaks where the O-ring goes. And I tried contacting Goon. They contacted Goon while I was there, and Goon would do nothing. Well, we can sell you another cap. Is it going to be the same cap? Yep. How much is it going to cost? It was like $25. It's like, isn't that the cost of a replacement cap anyway? Yeah. It's like, so you're going to do nothing for me. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's my only bad experience with 528, but the shop made up for it, and they gave me the price off. I mean, they wound up giving me I wound up with an Apocalypse for like just a trade. I mean, I got to keep the Goon, obviously, so in case I ever got another cap, but they let me have an Apocalypse.
Bro, a little bit of customer service. This much customer service goes this far.
Look at who it is. He hasn't been on camera for a little while, guys. Nicholas
up,
Stewart.
Man?
He hasn't
What's
had the beard
going
anymore.
on, Timmy?
No beard.
What's good?
No beard. How's it going, guys? What's
How you
going on,
been,
Mr.
man?
Gerard?
How you been?
Doing good, man. Yourself?
Oh, we got
Awesome.
more. Here we go.
Awesome.
Now we got some energy in the house
Oh,
as well. There we go.
Too. What's up, Potato?
Hey, what's up? What's happening, fellas? Let me
And thank
turn
you for
off
having your partner be in chat tonight. That was awesome. Actually, it really was nice.
Well, that was the thing, and honestly, she took that upon herself to like go on there. She's like, I really love this show, like, cause sometimes I like to like leave my office, and have
Yeah.
dinner in the living room and everything, and I still keep up on the shows. So, I have them on the TV out there, and she kind of watches along with me. So she's like, I really, really like this show. Like, I want to go on there and subscribe. So I thought that was really sweet.
Stephanie actually
That is
let
really
us
nice.
out the dungeon. That's all it is.
Yes.
You can come out and watch. It's fine.
Speaking of, thanks to the other, was it yesterday, day before, you got me really curious about that banana flavoring. Because so
the
far,
banana custard.
yeah, which is funny because the only banana flavoring that I have liked so far actually comes from Nick. And he's muted and doesn't know it. Yeah.
Oh no.
You muted and you know it. Clap your hands.
There we go. Now he's not.
The only banana flavor you should be vaping is that.
I have not tried Bolo.
How dare you?
Bule Bolo is pretty legit.
Yeah.
How, Harold, how dare I what?
Vengeance is heartbroken right now.
See, but the thing is about Vengeance, which is funny, is I turn it down so you can barely taste the banana because I crank the wattage way up, and that caramel comes through, but only gives a little of that candy banana, and that's the way I like it. I like it like that or on a stack tube. That's my favorite way to have Vengeance.
I'm pretty anti-candy banana. The banana custard though is really good, and it has like not a sour element to it, but like a sourness of like a real banana, and I can dig it. It backs really well with that the sweet banana cream or whatever I said. I'll have to let you know. But those two together make amazing pair.
Just realized I'm gonna have to readjust our size here too because I'm not used to having 5 people on the screen, so that's actually awesome. Love it.
I think we need more.
I agree. I don't mind. I mean, it's my birthday. I want more people
more.
here. I want more of my family here. Thank
It's
you
Tim's
guys for
birthday,
coming.
and he can cry if he wants to.
You know, I did earlier, ironically, because maybe it's from the season 21, but we got into some seriously deep conversations about things. You know, I had my heart issue a few years ago, so we started talking about plots and stuff, about what are my plans, what would you like me to do, and I had to bring it up as it was in my head, and I was like, I either get it out or I'm going to think about it all day. And Nick still doesn't realize he's muted again. So. Mute button. Mute. There you go.
I'm unmuted. Oh, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking. There's somebody here with me right now.
Is there?
Ooh. Yeah. She's scared to show her face, though.
I was going to say, it's a lady.
Nice.
That one? Yeah.
I'm not
nut one?
scared. I just look like hell.
She thinks she looks ugly.
I don't say I didn't think I look like ugly. I just said I look like hell from working all day. No, I'm actually very pretty.
I know you are.
I don't think I've ever seen you without a hat.
Me?
I just
because-
realized
No,
who
Nick.
that was. I didn't
Rescue.
realize that was Nick. I was like, I don't think I've
Nick
ever
without a
seen
hat.
him without a hat, and I think he shaved his beard off.
A
I
few
like-
did. I
months
shaved my
ago,
beard off.
I'm
I
like,
got him to do that too.
I'm having a shock.
a few months ago, we were hanging out in the stew, and I was like, "Who's this Nick guy?" You know, and
Yeah.
everybody was talking. I'm like, "This dude, who is this dude?" And finally, when somebody said rescued, I'm like, "Wait a minute!" And in my mind, I drew in a beard and a hat, and I went, "Oh shit! I know who this is."
Dude,
Yeah,
right?
I used to look like Duchess.
You look really different. I mean, it's
No.
not bad. Don't get me wrong, but it took
I
me
don't get it
this
either,
long to
Duchess.
realize.
Well,
Like,
there's
that
a
was you. I
lot
was
of people
like,
that
oh.
would disagree
look
with
way
you. A
better
lot of
than
people
you,
say I
bro.
need my deard back.
Hey, it's still you at the end of the day, right?
It is, and I'm happy.
There you
And
go.
I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I know
man.
that feeling.
You feel good.
This shirt was really, really tight before, and I wore it today, and it's like, yes, I feel better. So,
It's the best
Bro,
feeling.
I got a
ever.
question for y'all.
Nick, what are you talking about, bro? I look way better than you. So,
Duchess,
I knew that
you
was
are
coming.
always the
Shots
most
fired.
beautiful man in my life.
gotcha.
I knew that was coming.
What do y'all think? Good or bad?
Is she smoking a cigarette?
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
bad for you.
Come on.
But you're just in the wrong place if you want that to be considered good for you. It's just that spot. But you know what? From an advocate for
Well-
liberty, I'll say the truth is, it's your body. You know?
Exactly. And no matter what, if you think about it, everything's going to kill you eventually.
I think we
She's
all
more likely
started
to
there,
kill
right?
you if you keep on talking about her being ugly.
She's not ugly. I didn't say she was ugly.
I heard it too, so she can hit you again if she wants. That's what we always tell Lady Liberty.
Tim said I
Don't
called
show.
you ugly.
Yeah, so you need to slap him again.
Oh, damn.
Someone tells me to slap you, I'll slap you.
What'd she say?
This
Hold
is
up.
my other birthday buddy.
This isn't that kind of show. If I think I heard what I thought I heard.
Oh, the bun bun.
You want to see a really cute bunny?
There's a bunny. Oh, there's a bunny.
There's a bunny. There you go. Before she
Oops.
starts trying
That
to
is
lay
a cute
down.
bunny.
She's already mad because I gave her back. Yeah, that's where the hair
There's
in my
your
eye
Sean
came
Killer.
from.
You can.
You just
Oh,
almost
that's
shoved
okay.
a piece up your nose.
Did I shove a piece of? Yeah, I probably did. Yeah, I did. I shoved a piece of bunny fur up my nose. That tells you how much
They're
she's
love
shedding
dogs.
me.
Not him.
Dude,
Do y'all
I
want
had
to see a cute German Shepherd?
Well, I mean, of course, naturally.
So hold on.
Is
So
it,
take you
are
in
you
there.
about to show me your buddy, my buddy?
Which buddy? Vulcan?
Yeah.
No, Vulcan's at my house. I'm over at Kaylee's.
Oh, okay.
All right, so after you go in there, just flip that camera right there. I'm not going in there.
I'm not going in.
He's
Nope.
not. He's Killen's not friendly.
Oh, okay. This is the one that doesn't exactly get along with him. I got it.
Doesn't get along with anybody except for me and the kids.
Oh, yay!
Hey, oh, someone's driving too. Hey, buddy.
What's up,
I'm not
Scrapwood?
driving. I'm actually
She's really
parked
mad she didn't
for
have
like
enough
10
time.
minutes. So
Oh no, I didn't mean driving physically. I meant driving as in you're on a road. But
yeah,
this-
I'm out here.
Is the vlog over?
She just didn't have enough time to see the screen. She's mad.
I know, right? This is like our normal, our normal Zoom.
Right now,
Oh, bunny.
I decided I still got another hour to drive that way,
Let's go sit down, baby.
then another hour and a half back home.
Jeez, just packing my feet while I'm walking.
I feel like we got an IG channel going on here tonight because like we have these are people that see I pop on my IG all the time. You got Jake and his awesome creations. You got Duchess lately and his creations. Not to mention he's like Duchess is a really good hype man. To be honest with you, he really
Yeah.
is.
Duchess is the Flavor Flav of the vape community.
He really is.
Talking about.
I love it.
Where's
He's
your
gonna
chain?
come out with a clock on. He's gonna come out with the clock next. And
No, no, it can't
No,
be
it
a
just
clock.
needs
We
to
have
be
to make a
coils.
clock out of coils.
Yeah, it just has to be coils, like a chain
No,
made out
because
of.
then I look like Beetlejuice.
If Duchess could send me some coils, I could pour it into a resin, and then he can make a clock out of the damn thing.
That's pretty dope. I
That
say we
would-
do that.
Oh, I'll send you some coils when you fill out the order for them and you pay for them.
Whoa!
Dad, if I'm sending it back to you, I'm sending it back with a damn excuse my language. I forgot where I was at.
Lord,
Yeah.
out.
No,
It
no,
would
you're
be-
fine. You're fine.
It would be equal work going into a beautiful
Right.
clock.
If I'm
No.
sending you back, I'm guaranteed that it's probably going to be just about as much in resin as what it is in your coils.
I mean, I'm good.
Okay.
We got to work on this. We got to work on getting Duchess a clock or like a big
No.
chain or something.
No,
Come on,
no,
dude.
dude, fuck you, bro.
Come
No,
on, dude.
I'm for this movement.
no, fuck you, bro.
You can
Dude,
just
we're
enter
gonna
in the
have-
Zooms and
we're
be
gonna
like, Dutchy Dutch.
No, that's just not gonna happen.
We're gonna hype it up on the
Like, at all.
vlog tonight. We're gonna hype it up on the vlog tonight and get Nick to
He
like.
says it won't happen, but how many times we heard that Lando's never gonna vape a custard? And what's happening?
Ooh, see, here's the difference. Is that I'm a lot
Oh.
more stubborn.
I don't know. He's pretty
It-
damn
it-
stubborn. I work with him every week. I got to record with him tonight. He can be stubborn. So just saying.
See,
Stalin.
see, all I'd need is just one of each one of your coils, so that way I can put them at each one of the
12
Four
dials.
coils. Get 4 coils: 12, 3, 9, and 6. On the
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
You
We're
know
good.
what you do is you get the little
I appreciate the offer,
rubber
but no.
appendages. You can make one for Will.
There you
No.
go.
4
Okay.
rubber appendages. Put them in it. That would be for Will's clock.
Well, you'd use the appendages as the hands.
Oh yeah, you need those as well. You need the appendages for hands, made out of resin. Yeah.
You gotta do the Mickey hands on it.
Hate to
I
say,
just
but
wanna
ladies
point out-
liberty.
That the
Things.
bunny ain't having it.
No, the bunny is actually very much up my butt all the time. It's just she does not like to leave me, and plus I was gone for a while today, so she's extra needy.
The bunny's like, I want to hang out with Daddy for his birthday too.
Oh.
No, she wants me to lay down with her, which I did before the show, which is why I was pulling hair off me. I lay down on a couch with her, and she did not want to let me up. She's like, no, lay down, just stay. And she'll actually take her paws and push me down, like, no, and climb up on my face and say, no, down. It's cute and adorable, actually.
That is amazing. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, my dog just, like, I'll be sitting on a recliner or something, and my dog just puts her face on my leg when I get home and just gives me this, like, sad little puppy dog eyes, like, nobody has paid attention to me all week since you've been gone. You need to pay attention to me, please.
And Nick, the dog, I mean, beautiful dog, not as weighty as your puppy. Your puppy's gotten a little bit bigger. I think you've been feeding him really well. So
not really. She feeds Killian fresh pet.
Is he more active? Is he a lot more active? Is he a lot more active?
Probably a little bit.
He's a lot more active.
Building those muscles, that protein.
Oh yeah. So you probably had one of the he probably had one of the giant bunnies. You see some of those giant bunnies, man, they get big. I couldn't imagine that trying to lay on you and push you down. Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to jump off of here so that way somebody else can jump in because we're going to eat dinner now.
All right, you go eat dinner. Thank you for coming on.
Love you guys. Miss y'all all.
All right, bye. Have a good
Miss
one.
you too, buddy. I'll see you later this weekend.
Hey, I hate to cut myself short too, but I got to jump off, unfortunately.
No worries.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you for coming on, Jake.
See you later, Jake.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
I'll talk to some of you guys later. I'll probably be on the other Zoom call, so
Yeah. We'll see you
hopefully
later.
I'll
bud.
be home. After yesterday, it was 14 hours. Today, I'm already at 12. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to work no more. Just
That's a long time to drive.
Can I take Friday off? Can I just?
well. Tomorrow is an anniversary, so I am taking it off. So it's not a happy anniversary, but it is an anniversary. So.
Well, Jake's still here. Give him a follow on Instagram, Scrapwood Mods. You'll see some beautiful, beautiful resin work and woodwork.
Appreciate it, guys. You have a good
Hey,
night.
Jake.
Take care of yourself tomorrow.
Yeah.
The only problem with his Instagram is he chose the wrong superhero.
That's fine.
And Nick that was just on too. That's Nick from Rescue D-Liquids. If anybody's wondering who it was, because he looks so much different than he used to.
So
when he used to do
different. Blew my
Yeah.
mind. Once I realized, I was like, how have I don't think I know this guy. I don't think I've ever known him. And then I was like, then it clicked with me and I was like, whoa, you look really different.
With Disco, I mean, even you, going back, like if somebody was to look at your Instagram and start back and go, that's not the same person.
Yeah, I know. It blows my mind every time I see Corey's Facebook picture because I'm
Right.
in it with him, with all of us at DC, and I'm like, oh God, I hate that picture. I love that picture, but I hate that picture.
That picture serves as a positive thing, even though it's
Yeah.
negative in a sense to you. It's a positive because you realize, like, I don't want to go back to that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was like just a lot of pain. I just see myself in a lot of pain back then, you know? It's been a wild ride.
Was it harder for you to get that hyped up? Like you have this great, happy, lively energy about you. Did you have it back then? That's just a curiosity.
I mean, I feel like I've always been an energetic person. Like that's just my personality. But I mean, I don't know, like I have a really crazy story and a lot of people don't like really know a lot about me, like my background, but like I've had a lot of traumatic loss in my life. Like I've lost like both my parents to cancer and then my late fiance as well. And I was kind of like a caregiver for all three of them. So in that process and over those years, I really lost like how to take care of myself. And I, replaced feeling good with like food and alcohol and things that were just doing more damage to myself than I knew at the time. And when I started this whole like weight loss better me journey, it really started with obviously, eating better, but like I quit drinking, which I didn't think that it would matter in my life. And now just without it in my life, I realize like how big of an impact it had. But like those two things have really like helped my mental and personality and just like helped me be me. And now I just like want to share all that with everybody. So I'm always like, I try to just really be positive. I don't know. Like,
Can
I
we
think
mention the fact that you might be back here sometime soon?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll get into this a little
definitely,
bit
yeah.
more. We've been talking, and she's going to be on as a guest soon. And I'm really kind of curious about hearing in depth about this at some point soon.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
to take away. It's the birthday
No,
show.
it's okay.
But
It's
yeah, I
still
mean, it just,
it is what it is here. So
yeah, it's just, like I said, I just think a lot of people like don't really know me as a person or what I've like gone through or been through in my life. They just kind of see me as like a vapor, right? So
yeah.
it's interesting. It's kind of cool. I'm excited to share my story with with people. So definitely, that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, and it's I mean, in a sense, like a great story, you know, not necessarily great, but like you listen to, because I've heard your story before, Disco, and you know where you've come from and where you are now, and you know, and I was saying it earlier, you know, you look at that negative, and that negative is a reminder of I need to make it positive, you know, and I love hanging out with you ever since we've started hanging out. You know, I love hanging out with you. Your brightness, your energy. You know
Thanks,
those.
man. I
Oh,
appreciate that.
you know, and it's a treat and it's a pleasure, like to listen to you, talk to you. You know, and
We
your
keep it
journey.
real.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
we
I
keep
know
it real.
your journey. You know, and the things in your life that you know bring you joy and excitement. You know, and it's like, oh, you know,
Yep.
maybe I should try some of these things sometimes. You know, some of the
Dude,
Matt Sinister right now is a perfect
yeah.
example of that.
I'm
And
so proud
just
of
quickly,
him.
I always want to answer Addie. John's fine. He's just helping dealing with a family issue with one of his family members, making sure they're okay and dealing with that. So he's taking a little bit of time dealing with that while he's out of town and hard to get on.
Eddie
But-
Tooney, my boy.
But
Addie love.
yeah, but
Addie love.
yeah, that's the thing. Anything you can learn from it, and sometimes it just is an inspiration just to watch when people go through things. Like I just went through too. I found out that my blood sugars went south. Makes sense with the heart medications I'm on because of blood sugars turning into instead of having actually hardened arteries from fats, mine is from sugars. So I had a heart stent put in. Well, that actually translated into also apparently causing the hardening of the arteries and stuff like that. Also led me with my medications as well to being diabetic. So I have to start taking metformin, but also a little bit more conscious of my diet. And I'm down 35 pounds since Thanksgiving. And on top of that, I was a 12 point something. Lady Liberty knows the exact amount for my A1C, which was higher than her when she lost a toe. And I only had to wear glasses for like a month. And then now I got my test back yesterday after 3 months and having cortisone shots during this, half cortisone shots for my knee and shoulder to help me through the winter to move. And that raises your blood sugar, which I didn't know until yesterday. And
Wow.
I was still at 6.5. So I'm in the normal range now. So, and they upped it a little bit more to help a little bit with that because I'm going to get my cortisone shots full this spring so that I start out the year without being in severe pain. And I can start working out properly again because this half-ass working out sucks.
Dude,
Yeah, I feel
I'm
that.
in that, like, I want to start working out, but it's like, I don't know where to start. Matt and I were talking about it the other night. And he's like, just go and
Yep.
pick an exercise routine or pick some exercises and do it, you know, because you walk in there with no, I don't know where to start, you know, but it's like the start is walking into the gym and like starting your routine.
Yep.
And once you do it, you're going to be like, I got to go tomorrow and I got to go the next day.
You
or
do
I
have to go through that breakthrough barrier. Like at first, your body's not used to it. You're going to be in pain. But if
Yeah.
you, as soon as you get past that breakthrough barrier of pain, don't let yourself slip again, because that's when you have to redo that painful part, and that's the part that kind of turns you off. You're like, I don't really want to do it. It hurts.
And I,
It's like,
and I only
but once
have
you get
It's a
past
good
that, it's
hurt.
gone.
I
It
like
is.
it. I'm weird. I'm like,
I
I
only
like
have-
it.
I only have one problem area on my body, and that's just a belly. I'm
Mine
nowhere
was
else.
too.
Nowhere else am I big or anything like. It's just in my belly, and it's even not that. It's not, you know, crazy, stupid, huge or anything like that. But
Right.
it's like I look at pictures and, you know, like family pictures, and every one I'm like, oh God, oh. And it's just I look like I have this spilling over gut, and I'm like,
Do you look a
I
little
gotta-
perinacious? You look a little
yeah,
perinacious.
yeah, kind of perinacious, kind of perinacious, you know.
Yeah, that was actually my problem area too, but that was getting worse after I got put on those heart meds. It was like, no matter how much I exercised, it wasn't coming off. And it turns out that the statin and a couple of the other meds I'm on for my heart on a daily basis that I have to take the rest of my life they kind of add to the diabetic side, so you don't process sugars properly, which I
So
did.
let's talk another old man thing. So amlodipine, benazepril, and you know, what do you take for your high blood
What do you
pressure?
take for yours? Yeah. Oh, my blood pressures are down more than they've been too, because my blood pressures are slowly climbing. I have anxiety from going to the hospitals, as I talked about before. My son spent a lot of time in the hospitals. Since then, me going in a hospital just raises my blood pressure. But even being anxious, first time with the new doctor, because my other doctor retired, even with the anxiety, my blood pressure was down, and we were talking about it, and even losing like 5 pounds can reduce your blood pressure by 10 points. So down 35 pounds, that helps my blood pressure quite a bit. So
Yeah, and that's where I need to be, because I'm pretty sure if I work out and get healthier and eat better, I'm not saying like go full blown. I don't think I could ever go full blown keto or
no,
you know, a really restrictive diet, because
I
there's
did that. No,
yeah, it's tough. And I get like Stephanie, you know, she's like, at first it was a bitch, it was a struggle, but now it's like I love what I eat.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
I do like my lower, like almost keto meals. I do prefer that, but like when I was before I could get my metformin in, I was waiting for like a month and a half for it to come in. I did this what I call Nazi diet, 12 carbs or less per meal in order to keep my sugars under 200 even. And although I lost a little weight that way, I felt like crap. I had no energy, didn't want to move. So yeah.
Yeah, your body definitely has to adjust to it. But in all honesty, like, I mean, yes, I do keto, and yes, I will talk positive about keto all day because it did help like change my life, but it was like a combination of things. And the one thing that I'll always say that helped me the most was helping my mental health. Like going to therapy and dealing with things that I really hadn't processed for so long, like, and holding that inside me was, once releasing that, everything else started to fall in line a little bit better and a little bit easier. And then I was able to like take care of myself. So I always say that going to therapy was my biggest tool.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, at some point when you're on, I would like to, I mean, if you can come up with a few recipes that are your go-tos too, when you come on later, we'll get into that a little bit, because honestly, maybe that was part of my problem too. I had to go extreme, and when you first realize this, you don't realize what has carbs. One of the things we figured out,
every single thing you can
Lady Liberty, every time we had spaghetti, like it was always randomly different. We couldn't figure out what it was for the longest time till I went through it, because my sugars would spike. Onions have 10 carbs in them.
Onions.
I didn't know that.
Regular store-bought spaghetti sauce can have loads of added sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's pretty wild. Like once you start training yourself to like read labels and like look at ingredients, you're like, why is there added sugar in this? There should be no added sugar. It's delicious on its own. So like, what is going on?
It's not so much sugar. You'll see like,
or carbs. Yeah.
I looked when I did the Whole30 a few years ago, and it was like reading the labels, and they're like at the grocery store, it was this whole sugar-free section. And you
the sugar-free stuff's just as bad. It's just as bad.
Like it doesn't have sugar, but it has fructose, it has sucralose, it has all these
Complex sugars. Yes.
Yeah.
Maltodextrin will spike your blood. It's supposed to be a sugar alternative. It'll spike your blood sugar more than table sugar.
Yeah.
There's really bad alternatives out there, and it sucks.
It's like
You know
table
what?
sugar. Table sugar is actually believe it or not, one of the lesser evils. You think
But-
sugar? Oh, you got to stay away from that. You're better off having that than you are 90% of the other additives you add to replace to try and cover that same sweetness, that sweetness factor. You're better off with the table sugar in most cases.
Well, yeah, it's like if you look into like powdered Splenda blends and powdered stevia blends, like Splenda on its own in a liquid form will be fine, but like if you get into the powdered stuff, like it'll spike your blood sugar. Stevia, same thing. Like stevia is actually a really good alternative, but if you look, depending on who's making this stevia powdered blend, they actually add other stuff in there that can cause
Right.
your blood sugars to spike. Like
See, I did not even know that until just now. I didn't.
it's really
I've-
wild.
I've been on I'm a Coca-Cola lover. I love a Coca-Cola, and I've been reducing my Coca-Cola intake. I've been doing green tea and honey, and I'll make me a green tea, and then I'll put like a tablespoon of honey in it just to give it a little sweetness, and stir it up, let it kind of cool down because I can't do it stupid hot, and just that's my drink in the morning, and it's like cutting down those, Coca-Colas because I love Coca-Cola. I can say it all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over here.
Yeah, but like you said, if you start cutting that out a little bit at a time, like that'll make a huge impact.
Exactly. And I'm getting my caffeine that I'm looking for, because the green tea has caffeine in it. I
Yep.
do the caffeinated green tea, and I get my caffeine fix. And it's like I went from 3 Cokes a day to 2 Cokes a day. Sometimes 1 Coke a day. Sometimes none. Like on the weekends, I might make me 2 green teas throughout the day, and then I drink. I keep the coldest water bottle. I keep this.
I'm like double fisting water bottles right now.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to finish this one.
Speaking of, we're letting we are going to have we didn't get a bumper for it, but we're going to start a segment every week. That's Disco Potato kind of made me want to do it. But tonight you're going to choose the two or three emojis to spam tonight during Grimm's chat. So,
But
that's gonna be
nothing
fun.
Oh,
beats
banana balls.
dude.
Banana
Nothing
balls is
beats
awesome.
banana balls.
But it has a real meaning. I mean, in order to
Kinda.
transport a banana plant, you got to literally dig it up and grab it by the balls. I mean, we found
So
this out
good.
from John. So
We should let chat. We should come up with something and maybe let chat vote on it.
yeah,
There we
that's
go.
actually a cool idea. Maybe I'll do that at the beginning of every show. I want to do that because that sounds like fun. Thursday's a shorter show, so it's a lot more of a fun show. And how you doing, Lando?
I'm doing all right.
Ready to record tonight?
Oh yeah.
Good. So banana balls. There we go, Addie. Addie put it in chat. Yes.
Are you ready to reveal your package tonight?
What kind of packages are we revealing?
Hopefully
The
not.
package
bananas.
from Will. It's custard package from Will.
Dope.
And thanks to everybody who followed Lando to get him those 400 followers. I know I put it out there. I know Duchess put it out there. Will put it out there. Like we were hitting Discords. We were hitting Instagram. We were
I saw
hitting
it
the
everywhere.
streets. We were hitting the streets.
I was
You
going
really
to do
wanna
that, but
see him
I
bake
also
custard.
have to. I'm a co-host with him, so it's like I decided that Lady Liberty was going with us. Like, you go ahead. I'm staying out of this because I don't want the blowback. So I didn't have anything to do with that other than the fact I followed you before that. So there. So,
Oh, I saw a thing, Lady Liberty. I'm sorry, I'm going like way back in the chat. This is Lady Liberty earlier. I like her comment. She said, "Go ahead, Tim. Tell everyone you only lose weight because I don't feed you."
yeah.
I know you're like, come up with recipes. I'm like, if only you knew, we're really boring in this household.
Well, actually, with that extreme, like the Nazi diet, I had spaghetti squash during that. I've always hated spaghetti squash, and it
It's
tasted
good.
sweet because I hadn't had any sweets at all. So to me, it was like, oh my god, this tastes so good because it tastes sweet.
You take
It's sad.
spaghetti squash, some artichoke hearts, some sun-dried tomatoes, some capers, a little bit of shallot and some garlic and olive oil, and you kind of saute that up, and then you throw that
Sounds
on top
bomb.
of spaghetti squash. Amazing.
Dude,
And you
spaghetti
way
squash
above
is
my
legit.
carb count was allowed. I was only
Yeah.
allowed 12 carbs per meal. That was not
I
going to
know.
happen.
I'm like sun-dried tomatoes. I'm like they give all these things. he's
Any
listing,
one of
but
those things. I couldn't even had tomato. Tomato was like a no-no.
tomatoes kind of a no-no for keto too. In moderation, like you can have it, but
Well, anyway, that little thing that I was talking about, that sauteed, even without spaghetti squash, like we'll put it on chicken, that dish. Like you can put it on chicken. We put it on salmon. You know, it's a great little side. You do with spaghetti squash or whatever. It's delicious.
Hey, when Chucky Shine, thanks for stopping by, buddy. There's another Instagram person. See, I mean, it seems like
Shine's here. Cheers, bud.
yeah, there we go.
What's up,
Yeah.
Kentucky?
And if anybody hasn't been paying attention to him and just been watching everybody talking, I got a cramp in my foot. That's not good. Ooh, I just put my foot down. I had it up on the stand.
Oh.
So
See,
anyhow,
it's that
but
old
Duchess
man
was
crap that just comes out of nowhere.
Duchess just was just making some coils and stuff there too. So you got to see a little coil building
No.
here without noise on.
No, I set it up so I could do it after this. I'm not gonna do it right now.
Yeah, I can move that. But yeah,
The thing
green
is
screen's coming. I
that-
can't wait for that.
Lee starts talking and then I get bored, right? Because I know it's going to be like another hour before there's some silence. So I was like, well, I might as well set them up because by the time he's done talking, Grim is going to start the vlog. So we're good.
No, that's it. I'm taking these Breestones killers out of my RDA for vaping,
Do it.
and I'm done with you, Duchess.
Do
are
it.
we witnessing a breakup?
I'm done with you.
Yeah, I got kisses.
Doesn't matter to me, bro. You're not losing out on money, and neither am I because you didn't pay for them. So
My
They are
goodness,
good.
you
It's a money
two.
thing. You want some money? I'll PayPal you. I'll Apple Pay.
no, I'm good. I'm
Here's
just
that
saying.
apple. You.
You could throw them away for all I
She had
care.
to go potty.
It's not like it's a waste of money. It's fine.
Come
Oh,
on.
you might not be
let's
wrong.
spread a
I
little
am
bit more
drinking
love
tea.
in this room.
Yeah, little love. No,
I'll
more,
mute
more.
myself.
You got to put more banana balls in chat, and then everybody will be
Yeah.
happy and okay, and then we'll just be like, we'll look like crazy people, and we'll be happy about it.
Oh, now the legend. No.
Yeah. The other problem with
Now
my foot
Legends
and
Power.
cramping, I did sit in the car for like several hours earlier to go spend have lunch with my daughter, so that doesn't help either. I'm not
Yeah.
used to being in the car for that long a period, and
Oh
yeah.
man.
but I was jamming out to music the whole time, so kept sending some snaps to Lady Liberty, and she kept telling me knock it off. She was busy, and of course that just makes me worse. So it was fun.
Music's
Yeah.
always great. I love music therapy.
Yeah, I just went with what was in the CD player already in the multi-disc changer, and I wound up listening to mostly on the way there. I listened to
Boomer.
not Boomer. Oh yeah, kind of Boomer. I was listening to
That's not nice to call yourself Lee.
oh yeah.
True.
Um,
Well, he said
Oh.
CD player. There's a lot of kids out there that never seen a CD ever.
well, my car's not that new, so it's just an old Subaru beater, you know. But I was listening on the way down to I can't think of his name. Oh, black, always wore black makeup around his eyes. Alice Cooper on the way down. I was listening to Alice Cooper on the way down, the whole way. You know, you can really get jamming on Alice Cooper. You open up the little part of the sunroof, you have that open, and you just blow the vape and just, and then you got people behind you thinking, "What the hell's this guy? A train?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
always.
I don't know if he still lives here, but if he does, then his house is like an hour away from me.
Really? That's
So
Yeah,
you're gonna
it's
show up
in-
and be like, "We're
it's
not
in-
worthy."
It's in North Scottsdale.
And around here, we have Adam Sandler lives near here. His parents do anyway, and Steven Tyler lives near here.
We have Geraldo Rivera. Okay. I'm just kidding.
Look, that's
I'm
way more.
so
impressive.
sorry.
That dude got to hang out with Jimi Hendrix.
He's like involved in a bunch of local stuff apparently.
That's actually good though. I mean, it depending on what it is, you never know. Actually, he's not as bad. Like they were having the conversation the other night. I don't remember what channel it was, but about like Dr. Phil. Like Dr. Phil is actually like they would rather have Geraldo they'd rather have him as a host because at least he was genuine and did what he was doing. Where Dr. Phil gets you on there thinking, "Oh, he's going to help you," and he just like slams you,
He
like takes
does
you.
slam people,
He
doesn't he?
mentally body slams you the second you come through the thing. It's like, why would you go on that show? Does he ever say anything positive? Yeah, it's just
He's
it
intense.
is-
Yeah,
I think
is
that's why
intense.
people like him so much, but he
Yeah.
is pretty intense.
311's
I
from
would love
Omaha.
to go on that
Come
show just so I could snap back at him.
Yeah, it's 311, and you know,
It's
I know,
311
311
day.
Yeah.
It
You
is
had to-
311 day.
I'm
doesn't
surprised it didn't
matter.
come up before now. I figured as soon as you came in, you were going to mention that. I honestly did.
Dude, well, Jake put it in chat. He's like, I don't know anyone famous in Nebraska. And I'm like, dude, 311's from Nebraska. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. It's 311 day.
Yeah, we had this discussion last year, actually, on my birthday.
Dude. Oh,
And by the way, it's also Ruby Rue's birthday, if anybody wants to know.
Happy
We found out
birthday.
last year that we were birthday twins. So, yeah.
Nice.
that's true.
That's cool.
So, but that, I don't know. I'm so thankful to everyone here every week, seeing you guys in chat, whether it's this chat or another chat, whatever. I know that, especially not on this show, if something gets really serious, it's not your thing. I mean, you don't see the same people every week all the time, and that's fine. Because that's actually the purpose of this show. It's one of those weird shows where, you know, you catch what you need to, or if you're in need of it, and that's what's important here. Or if you're curious, you know, about Disco Potato and what's going on with her over the past few years, you might be able to hear that soon. So
Yeah, absolutely. I love what you're doing, you know, and I started watching just like, you know, seeing someone posting it on the Discord or like the Discord in general, and I was like, this is really cool because I think it's really important to like break the stigma of like mental health and realize that everybody is going through something in their own way, but like nobody talks about it. And I think just talking about it and showing that like people exist with things going on, you know, is just like really important. Like
it's
I
important. It's
it's
important
super
if you,
important.
even if you're in that with the mental health thing, to be tolerant of other people that might not have the same thing going on. And there are times where two different mental health issues will clash so badly. But the
Yeah.
important thing is you try to sit back, pull yourself back, and recognize that and realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe that's because something's going on with them. That more often than not is the case. You think about the grumpy old man at work. How do you
Right.
know what he's been through? I mean, has he been through all kinds of loss? Has he went through a terrible breakup? Did he lose a family member or worse? Like, I mean, I know personally losing a child is just like, it changes you, and you don't know unless you sit back, ask, and they might not answer, but if
Right.
you reach out to them, give them time. I did this before. I always did this at work.
That's
Where
not
I'd talk to
necessarily
someone.
true, though, Tim.
What?
That losing someone changes you. That's not necessarily true.
Not always, but it can change you. You're right. It doesn't. I mean, everybody is different. That's a good point. Everybody deals with things differently. That's why one show you can have two shows about the same thing, have someone else on or another perspective, and it can completely. One time it makes sense to someone, and the next time you're like, or vice versa, it might
Or
not.
you learn
So,
something, which
Exactly.
is awesome, right?
Yep. But you're right. Right, Duchess. It is dependent on the person. Nobody can answer what's going on with you but you. And even you might have to think about it. Sometimes when you're dealing with stuff, you got to figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
Think of it as like you're always a work in progress. Even if you feel 100%, you never know. You might feel better tomorrow. It's amazing how it works.
Steffi, you're part of the Discord?
Yeah. I
Oh.
just I don't really I feel bad because I don't really spend a bunch of time on Discord anymore. You know,
Right, right.
Thursdays are like my dedicated Discord time, and it's
Right.
usually spent, you know, in Zoom with you guys.
Right. Well, I was just wondering, you know, like I don't post a whole lot in there. Every once in a while, I'll post something in there, and I don't know. It's
In
kind of
response to someone if someone needs help. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah.
you see. That's what the important
when-
part of that Discord.
like I had a conversation with somebody one day. They posted something, and you know, I was talking about like, you know, in my story, and you know, 3 years ago, a little bit over 3 years ago, I had a stroke. You know, and I still kind of have like some PTSD from that. You know, and when I start feeling off, and not, you know, it's not like a stomach pain or just a cold or whatever, you know, but I just feel off, and I had this off feeling, and it's like, then it becomes threat level midnight, and I want to go to the ER and go get checked out. And then I go, and they're like, there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I went in with
I
a
hate
90%
those words.
blockage, 90% blockage in my Widowmaker. And they were ready to send me home. They could find nothing wrong except for a marker went up. So they sent me to a different hospital. Still couldn't find anything wrong with me. Went in there. They offered me a choice because of my family history with younger, which means the sugar thing could be a possibility.
sure.
In my description, and I was an EMT before, so I kind of knew what was going on. I had taken aspirin. It really saved my life. It let loose on the way there, on the way to the hospital. Like I was gone. If it hadn't been for taking aspirin, I wouldn't be here right now.
You should have put that Widowmaker in the ultrasonic cleaner, bro. I mean, Vandy Vape's not really that good of a company anyways, but still.
Yeah, but anyhow, I went to the hospital, and then they did the thing. Of course, I had this weird thing with pain meds. So they kept on trying to give me the pain med to help, so I couldn't feel when they're trying to make the incision and everything. It's like, at one point, I just said, go for it. I'll hold still, I promise. I could feel it going up through. You're not supposed to be able to feel inside. I can. Weird.
Yeah.
I could tell them right where it was at any time if they asked. But he went in there, and they looked, and I had a 90% blockage in my Widowmaker. Supposed to have 5 minutes to get to the hospital with a 5% chance of survival. I'd been doing drainage work, dug a water line, and cleaned the garage since this thing popped 3 days beforehand. So, and they were going to send me home. So does that tell you you can't always go by testing? You just can't.
Right.
It's just sometimes you know something's wrong, and you got to, if your doctor doesn't listen, go to another doctor. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
My son, if we'd been able to get the proper diagnosis instead of keep on letting him get sent home, he'd still be here possibly. So,
Right.
I mean, you trust your gut. That's the most important thing. Trust your gut. And it's not because the doctor's a bad doctor. They're doing with what they know. And sometimes it takes a special doctor to realize and look beyond what they can see. And that's
Right.
important.
Well, what helped me is therapy. Like, you know, Steph was saying, talking to a therapist and talking to somebody about, you know, what's going on, because my wife got in the, you know, I can't necessarily help you, you know, I can a little bit. You can talk to me about how you're feeling and what have you. And that works to a point. But then it was like, when I went to therapy, it was like talking about my issues. And even my therapist was like, I don't see anything really, I don't see anything really wrong with you, because, you know, like most of my patients are in crisis, you know, and you're not in crisis. And I was like, no, but it's when I start thinking about that night I had a stroke, and I start thinking about that, then everything just spikes up, and then I'm dying, you know.
Yeah.
And finally I had to, you know, hey, I'm not, you know, I'm fine. You know, I just need to relax for a little while, breathe, you know, take some deep breaths, breathe, and it goes away. And I feel better, you know. And, you know, anybody that ever, you know, I was 41 years old having a stroke, and come to find out I had a hole in my heart that was undiagnosed. And you don't just get a hole in your heart just because you're born with that. And it was undiagnosed for 40 years. You know, and my cardiologist was even like, you know, hey, nobody ever told you had this? And I was like, no, you know, and it's fixed now. They went in and they fixed it, and they put a little plug in there, and it body healed it up, you know, kind of thing. And everything's good. It's just, I have to watch what I eat. I try to watch what I eat. I try not to eat like super salty things. Like I used to use, there's a seasoning down here called Tony Chachere's, if anybody's familiar with it, or like Slap Your Mama, like a seasoning blend, you know. And when you look at those, it's just riddled with salt, you know, first ingredient, salt. And it's like, well, how can I make a seasonal that doesn't have all the salt? So I started going to there's a place in Dallas called Central Market, and I make my own seasoning blend, you know, with reduced salt in it, and I put that on everything, you know, chicken, fish, steak, what have you. And if I want it a little more spicy, I put some, you know, paprika and some cayenne pepper, you know. If I want it just, you know, oniony, garlicky, I keep it, you know, my base recipe, you know.
Yeah. I sorry to interrupt, Lee, but I just want to say that I wanted to send out some virtual hugs to some people in the chat because
Yep.
I think there's a lot of sharing going on in there, and
There is. I've been watching too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys.
And thank you, Eddie, for the links. And yeah, Jangles, and his 14-year-old daughter she's a trip. I love that. That kid's awesome. She just is. I mean, she's one of those sassy teenagers, so she's fun. I got to talk to her after the show when he was on, when I had my buddy Ozer from the shop on, played a little live music. He's going to come back and play some more music for us one of these times, too. I kind of like that. And I think we're also looking at, unless he doesn't have the time, we are going to have Adam on. I'm going to butcher his last name. Adam from Freshest Show. I hate trying to pronounce his last name. It's
It's like Pizaki. Yeah, I
Pizaki
know.
or something like that. Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, because it'll be fun to have a little bit, every once in a while. It's nice, like you said, that music, like the doldrums. I don't know who caught them, but it just felt so good. And everybody
So good.
everybody got a chance to enjoy them. I mean, it was just, and they're still available. It's not quite over yet. You have a little bit of time to still rewatch if if you have the
Sunday's the last day, right?
I think so. It was like
I
2
think
weeks.
so.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
And it was
so-
awesome. It was awesome to see Michelle. I've never really seen Michelle perform. Just a couple of videos on YouTube, that kind of thing, and to see Michelle perform, and I know how much she loves to perform, and it was awesome to see her perform. And then artists like the last dude, the guy from Dave Matthews Band,
Tim Reynolds.
Tim Reynolds. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
guitar.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
it was insane.
Oh my god.
You could tell all of them really enjoyed what they were doing
Oh,
and
it's
sharing
just
that with everybody.
insanity.
And like Tess and I made a day of it. Like we didn't realize how bad we needed that day. Just to take a break, enjoy that music for 5 hours straight, lay up on the couch, just relax, and like I said, just enjoy it. And it was like really rad. Really rad.
The puppet show, man. I love the
Oh
puppet
man,
show.
I loved that. The little abominable snowman puppet. That was really cool. Yeah, and I found some new favorites, like just from watching that and giving it a shot, because I always considered like folk music probably not a genre that I listen to. And apparently it's a genre I don't listen to enough because I really enjoyed like all of it.
Well, everything's evolved. Like, think about what used to be country, used to be considered soft rock, is now what country is now. And I feel like folk music's come a long way since we were younger. And then all of a sudden it's like, if this is folk music, I like folk music. So
The rap harp, like
the rap harp was like amazing.
I didn't know I needed that in my life, but I needed that in my life.
That was really good. It was all amazing. Like she said, throughout the show, it just kept like evolving and getting better. It was just so much fun. And it's funny because it also brought me back to a memory because, I mean, I've only ever been to like 4 concerts ever. Other than like, Blues Fest or something like that, but that's different. But I've been to Aerosmith twice in the early 90s. And then during that time, I also, Green Jello was at the time, they turned into Green Jelly, but I watched them live. It was just a little club, like a little club thing, a scene. And to watch them, and I didn't know at the time, I'd never seen their video, but they do the video of the puppets. It was showing carrying the puppets around. If you watch any of their videos, they really did that. That was really their thing. And they do the talk about this moral of this story is to show that a band can easily amuse idiots with a simple puppet show. A band with no talent can simply, and it's just, and they actually say that there, and it's just like, at the end of the show, I was like, yeah, it really did amuse me. And
but I mean, even the puppet show's talent.
Yeah, but it's not them. They just have random people walking around with the puppets in that one. So okay. But it's just, it brought me back to that, seeing that on there. And when she said something about the puppets and gave away a little bit during one of the shows I think it was one of the shows, but either Misfits or Stands. And she gave away a little bit about the puppets. And she says, you wait until you see this. And I'm looking for actually Muppets. But then she did the little drop. I was like, yes, this is awesome.
It told its own whole story. I loved it. I was like, that is so creative.
Addie's putting some of the links to some of these in there he's got also the David Eric Memorial Fund that's Hobag's son. That's very important. Yeah, and you got Michelle, her album, and that was over. She created the winter doldrums for her son who had committed suicide. And then he's got some of the others. Emily Drinker's in there.
Oh, she's phenomenal, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just they all are
Yeah.
though. They all are. And it was just like one of the best shows, and I didn't realize how much I needed it. I really didn't.
Yeah, I feel that. Like it put like the biggest smile on my face, and I was like, wow, like it felt just so good. And I had a late night vape show that night, and they're like, how are you doing? And I'm like, man, I feel great. Like I really needed that. Like it was just really wild.
Sorry, I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm obsessed. So
You
I did
spinning?
it.
It's all good, dude.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Ern, I'll call you today on this record. Yeah, I had the CPR situation happen to my son. It was not easy. And I took over, and it's over, but you don't feel it. And it's been a long time. Feels like yesterday to me. Every year when the anniversaries come up, my birthday comes up, and I start to think and miss him. It's weird because you would think my birthday, it's a tough day. So seeing my daughter today helped that a great deal, and having you guys around today and everybody here. But also we're getting to the end of the show here because I want to get off in time for Graham Greene. So are we just gonna do banana balls again tonight just for fun?
Yes, banana balls and hugs to you, man. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
letting me come on here and celebrating your birthday.
Yeah.
Right. Happy
That
birthday.
said, I mean, we'll let Duchess came first. Let's let him go, and then I'll let him pass it off to what everybody's got going
No,
on.
let
I
them
mean,
go first. It's fine.
Okay, so he's busy at the moment.
Well, you're the one with probably the most going on, Duchess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you should let me go last.
Okay, well, you go. I'm easy.
Yeah, go ahead, Lee, and
Oh,
you can
trust
pass it
me,
off.
we know.
Yeah, I'm easy. Oh,
Here you go,
a lady said today at the hospital we're working at, she's like, I'm easy. I ain't cheap, but I'm easy. And it was like just started making us laugh. She made the best carrot cake today, though. Oh my god.
Gary.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So anyway, yes, Instagram. That's where I'm at pretty much, or Discord. I'm in multiple Discords. Anybody wants to hit me up, talk to me. As you can tell tonight, I don't shut up. So it's true.
He's a legend. He's everywhere. Don't let him fool you.
I am the legend.
Yeah.
Duchess may be the Duchess, but I am the legend. Anyway, hit me up. If you want to talk, if you've had things, I've been around and I can help, and maybe I can help somebody.
Yep.
And shout at me. I'm on all the different Discords through Tim's Discord, Lethal Coils Discord, Rising Vape, Yo-Yo, the Grim Green Cool Kids Discord. Hit me up, man. And I'd love to meet just about everybody. Like, I've loved meeting all you guys. And yeah, love what you're doing, Tim. Keep it up. I'll pass it off to Lando. He's kind of here, I think, on YouTube. Anyway, I'm pass it off to Lando.
All right. Well, I'm Lando. It's Lando.715 on Instagram. I also do a podcast with Tim. We review horror movies every other week. We're doing one tonight, and then it'll be out by Saturday. And I will pass it to Disco Potato.
Nice meeting you, by the way, Lando. It was cool. I'm sorry, I feel like I didn't get to talk to you or say much to you, but it's nice to see you.
That's Lando usually is quiet. He's the quiet one in the group.
I just went over to your Instagram. I was like, I need to make sure I follow him. So
Yeah.
I got you. But yeah, I mean, I am as well on the Discords. Sunday nights I do a little fun vape show with Bill and Mick over there on the late night vape show, and then Monday is the 510 connection, 510 live with Jay and myself, and Wednesday we do a mixing show called Shortvilles, also on the 510 Connection. And if you're part of the Grim Green Discord, you can catch me with the ladies, with Michelle Lynn and Casey for the podcast for the people. And we have a lot of fun over there too. So, and same thing, reach out if you ever need anybody, right? Like I think we all can say that. So,
Yep.
Happy birthday, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you ready, Duchess?
Yeah, Duchess.
So, as I stated previously in the show, if you want to follow me on IG, that's at Duchess_coils. You can go follow me. I do have some things coming up soon. I just created my little order form. So, though my coils are going to start going on sale pretty soon, which, in case anyone's curious, trust me, they perform.
Yes, they do.
Just saying.
They do. They're bang.
Otherwise, if you want to support in any other possible way, then hit up my man Sifu from the Mixing It Up crew on Tuesdays on KVTV, and go pick up some Duchess Von cheesecake. I mean, look, if a strawberry cheesecake is your thing, at least, of course. I mean, Sifu's got a ton of other fantastic flavors, but make sure you go pick up some Duchess Von cheesecake, because I promise you won't regret it. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. I do know that I'm going to be sending probably like a quarter of the stock that I have built right now. That's going to the UK. I do have someone over there that's going to distribute, so don't worry, I didn't forget about you guys over the pond. Otherwise, yeah, just pay attention to my IG when you want to know when I finally go on sale, and that's pretty much it. So.
Yeah, those are Duchess coils right there. I had to show them off because those are over a week old or about a week old.
Yeah, these are 26s.
They're great. They really are. That said, I do want to say there's a couple more things going on Lando he doesn't want to talk about. I'm going to mention it for you, buddy. Don't you worry. And also,
go follow Lando.
Yeah, go follow Lando. But for one thing, tonight's recording is a good one. I mean, I can't wait for this one. I'm looking forward to this one. But also, Lando did a little challenge lately, and this is also, as you said to me, and I'm going to quote Lando sort of. I'm not going to be exact on this, but he didn't do it just for him. He did it to get not just for his followers, but also to support his family and friends here. Like, it's going to be on the green room, so that'll be for James Janklin, and everybody around there, and Will from Steel Valley Vapors. He wanted to make sure he mentioned that. But he's actually done a challenge because Lando can't stand, we got to say it, I can't help it, sorry, custards. And he's actually going to be trying this come this week.
Yeah.
And I have a hand in my way, I just realized.
Toffee custard.
Yep, he's going to try this. And I would not be surprised, Lando, if you actually like it, because it was the first one that I liked, because I'm not a custard fan until this liquid. So, because it's not exactly a run-of-the-mill custard. But that said, he's doing that because he got the challenge, he's got the package, and he's supposed to be showing us this package quick, remember? Come on, buddy. Show us this package. Are you scared to open the box?
Open.
Are you scared
No,
to
I
open
told
it?
Will I wasn't going to open it till later tonight.
We're going to open it on Discord tonight.
Yeah, with
All right.
Will.
That's awesome. But anyhow, yes, he's got it there, so it will be happening. I'm kind of excited about this. And
So if anybody wants to see this, go to the Vape Stew Facebook, answer the questions, get to the Discord link, join the Discord, Vape Stew Discord.
Yeah.
And tonight, hanging out in Discord, Lando is going to open that package and see what Will sent them. Because I watched Will on Instagram the other day, and he was packaging up that package, and he had it off camera, and he's like, ooh, I'm going to send Lando this, and I'm going to send Lando this, and I'm going to send Lando. Oh, he's getting
This is going to be great.
And if you wanna see Lando actually vape that custard, since he's not a fan of those custards, go ahead and head over to the Frames Janklin Vapor channel and give that dude a subscription, and then tune in on Fridays, like tomorrow, for the green room. We have a Shedhead session. I think that's next Friday, if I remember James talking about it
I
correctly.
think it's 2 weeks.
No, I think it's next Friday.
Oh, next Friday.
That would
Okay.
be 2 weeks,
Yeah.
a week and another
Oh,
week.
yeah, that's true. Duh.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
Math.
It's okay.
So, I mean, otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, but that's coming up. I mean, that's gonna be interesting. Don't you worry. I gotta support my buddy James anyway, and we'll make sure and share it in our Discord, and I'll share it on all of my other links as well, just for you guys, because we don't want anybody to miss this, because he did this for the family. Love you, Lando. So, yeah,
Did it
that,
because apparently I'm a moron.
that too, but I didn't say it. You did. With that said, yeah, Disco Potato, I can't wait to have you on. Again, say thank you to our little guest tonight. I mean, that was pretty awesome. I love seeing extra people in chat. I know we have people that this tonight was very vape oriented. We do have people that show up that aren't vape oriented. Remember, you can still reach out to people. It doesn't matter.
He's at 402.
Yes, it's still going up. It doesn't have to be just a vape family. And even if you are part of the vape family, reach out beyond that. If someone's struggling, if you haven't heard from them, as I put pinned in chat, reach out to those. It's probably the people you haven't heard from. And you could save a life or at least make them have a better day. And they don't always have to respond for that to happen. So don't expect a response every time. Someone's down a deep, dark rabbit hole. They don't always respond. But you still might keep that bottom from falling out from underneath them. That said, I love you guys. Thank you for being here tonight. This is a pretty damn awesome birthday. Best birthday party I've had in a long time.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
Thank you for being
man.
here.
Banana balls.
Banana balls. Don't forget banana balls tonight in Grim's chat.
We got to
Yep.
get Nick to sing you happy birthday, too.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I was hoping Lady Liberty wasn't going to let it go anyway, so we'll see.
We'll make it happen.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, we're gonna make it happen. Even if we have to send a super chat and be like,
Oh,
it's
dude.
Oh,
Jim's
he's
birthday.
good. It'll
I'm
happen.
already
boy.
I'm already on the super chat button for that one.
Oh,
Nice.
Great. Thanks, guys. I love you guys. And yeah, there's another person. Give him if you are part of the vape community. Even if you're not, he's usually a pretty positive dude, and he really cares about other people, their health, and how well they're doing. Check out Grim Green. He's an awesome guy. He's been on the show a couple times too. All right, so you guys have a great night, and I'm going to transition us out to the previews. This is what's coming up, and also just a little bit of the suicide awareness hotlines on there in case you need it. So, and we are